The road to Major League Baseball dreams makes a stop here at the MLB Draft Combine live from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Alongside Jessica Mendoza, I'm Robert Flores. Jessica, we have a two-way player. Now he has a chance to show what he's made up in front of the pro scouts. What are you most looking forward to today?
Well, first of all, how cool is it that he gets to showcase his skills on this stage at a major league park? Plus the athleticism that it takes to be a two-way player, to be able to pitch and hit, super unique. And now he gets to prove that to the entire baseball world that he deserves a shot at the pros.
You were a player that was able to thrive under pressure. This is a pressure-packed environment. How does he block it out?
You know, the biggest thing is embracing it, especially as a two-way player, because the pressure he's going to feel first to hit, then transition to pitching. That is going to be how he handles that pressure.
All right, let's go down on the field and check it out. This is where the scouts really start paying attention to what these prospects have in their arsenal, Jessica.
Robert, this is a huge opportunity, this young guy's career. I mean, scouts, realistically, they're looking for confidence in the batter's box. They also want to see balance, rhythm, timing of his swings. They're also looking to see his ability to hit the ball to different parts of the field.
We are seeing a pretty impressive performance here, Jessica.
Yeah, one of the most impressive performances that we've seen. He's got a short, compact swing, allows him to make quick adjustments. Watch how his hands beautifully stay inside the ball. He's got that good balance, keeps his weight back, and then has that explosive move to the ball.
That's nice work up there. The scouts love a hitter who's this polished already before he begins pro ball.
Such an impressive display of a combination of that technique and strength at the plate. His swings are smooth, and he's got a ton of pop in the bat. This performance could seriously elevate his draft stock.
Jessica, we're now on to the right fielders. I know you're a two-time Olympic medalist, and something tells me this is one of your favorite parts of the combine.
I mean, Robert, let's be real. They're the best athletes on the field. This is the session you get excited about. And the biggest thing scouts are looking for is how much coverage can you get in the outfield? And honestly, what are your reads like off the bat?
Talking about those attributes, it brings to mind 12-time Gold Glove winner Roberto Clemente, who some call the best ever out in right field.
Oh, he was the best ever in so many ways. I wore 21 because of him, but also bringing in new school. I mean, who doesn't love Mookie Betts when he's playing right field? Fernando Tatis Jr., I know, same division, but when you're looking at the best outfielders in the game, those are two of the best.
Jessica, how is this young right fielder looking?
He has been up and down out there in right field. The biggest thing is that his athleticism is clearly there, but he's having a hard time reading the ball off the bat, especially in that tough right field position. He'll get plenty of chances to redeem himself as the week goes on.
Well, it's time to see how these pitchers fare, Jessica.
Yeah, well, body movement is the first thing scouts are looking for. Balance, rhythm, and timing within his delivery, as well, of course, that arm strength. In the end, can he put it where the catcher is set up?
Jessica, day one is in the books for this young two-way player. Just wrapped up the bullpen session. What did you think of his performance day one?
You know, the biggest thing is he got the nerves out of the way. It is difficult to be able to showcase your skills first as a pitcher, then as a hitter, and also as a fielder. But he is not done yet. He's got games coming up.
That's right. These prospects going head-to-head as part of day two. Until then, for Jessica Mendoza, I'm Robert Flores. Thanks for joining us at the MLB Draft Combine from Phoenix, Arizona.
Welcome to Game 1 of the MLB Draft Combine on the show, live from Chase Field in Arizona, home of the Diamondbacks. I'm Ben Gelman. After yesterday's drills, today is the first opportunity for these prospects to show what they can do in a live game situation. First pitch coming up next. And now, Chris Robinson. Swinging a drive deep left field, pretty far back there. It one-hops off the wall, could be trouble. Into second easily with a leadoff double. Bart digs in now. Checks on the runner, dives back in safely. And the runner takes off for third. Line drive for a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third, runners at the corners, nobody out. Ramirez, the next to hit. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to first, could be two. Safe at first as they can't make the play. It can be tough to start the double play from first base, but he's got to do better to find the right throwing lane to get things started. That's an error that could be very costly in the end. 1 out and 2 on. Chris Robinson will hit next. Led off this game with a double. This one is labeled. It's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. One run's in, another run scores, and they lead by 3. Runner at second, one away. Here's the third baseman, C.J. Bart. Runner takes off for third, and that's ball 4. Throw, they get the out. Why on earth are you trying to steal third base there? The batter's either going to walk or get a pitch he can do something with on a 3-ball count. That time, it would have been a clean walk, but by getting caught stealing, you've handed the momentum right back to the pitcher. That one out to right. That one gets down for a hit. And now the right fielder, Chris Robinson. A chance to do some more damage here after driving in a pair the last time up. In the air to left center. Makes the grab on the run. They limit the damage here. Runner at first. Next to hit, Frankie Millar. And that one hammered. That one's back there.
Hey, here we go, relay.
Gone into the visitors' bullpen. He should be smiling big after that homer, and why not? With that one up in the air, it was in doubt until the last second. But as soon as he was sure it wasn't foul, he knew he'd get a jog around the bases. Robinson getting ready to hit.
Nice rip, big dog.
So they get a runner on with a one-out single. And here is C.J. Bart. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Runner on the go, in the dirt. And no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Grounder to the left side. Throws to first. And now 2 away. Two out and a runner in scoring position. The batter now, Fernando Ramirez. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And now the runner breaks for third. Ground ball, right side. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. So one hit is all they get. Frank Compton digs in now. And now the full count offering. Rips one to right. Got it. Runner tags at second. And makes it up to third with one away. One out and a runner at second. Now it's the right fielder, Chris Robinson.
Yeah, laser, nice job.
That's a base hit. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Scores with ease. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. So digging in, C.J. Bart. Lombardo over to first.
No, he's safe.
One run in the inning so far, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Runner
On the go. Lucy. There's one.
Head on the tag.
Now at the dish, Len Gonzalez. the other way. And that's a fair ball. Now he turns for second. Here's the throw. Not in time. He's safe. Here in the bottom of the ninth inning, 1 out. And here's the first baseman, Abraham John. This one to right. And it falls. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline and the run scores. And now they trail by 1. And now the right fielder, Chris Robinson. RBI knocked the last time up, and now a chance to drive in another run. Fair ball! Runner around third. Runner scores, and they have the lead.
He's safe.
Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Now the third baseman, C.J. Bart. And the runner takes off for third. Now a flare off the bat, and it drops in. They get some insurance as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single, and it's a 2-run lead in extra innings. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the inning, at the plate, Thomas Lucy. Lined, and that's a base hit. Coming around third. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline. The run will score. We're back here at the ballpark. Here's the catcher, DeMarcus Wolf. In the air, right field. And it drops in. Coming to the plate. Here comes the throw. In comes the winning run. And they walk it off. And this game ends in a squeaker, 10-9. Welcome to Game 2 of the MLB Draft Combine on the show. I'm Ben Gelman. Another chance for these prospects to show what they're made of as we creep closer to draft day. First pitch is just around the corner. Back here at Chase Field. And on the hill in this one, Chris Robinson. Our starting pitcher is one of the more intriguing arms you'll see at the MLB Draft Combine this year. He carries himself with such confidence. You'd never know from the outside the pressure he must be feeling. Emilio Cordova leading things off and takes a strike. That one finds the zone. It's ball one. Great job to lay off that one on 0-2. Those big looping curves are very tempting. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. One-two offering. Battling here, fouls it away. 1-2, here's the pitch. Fly to left. There's one down. Franco will hit next. That
Ball
misses,
one, no strike.
and that is ball one. One out and the base is empty. This one in the air, center field, Doughty on the way over. Got it, and there's two away. And here's the catcher, Earl Isaac. One and
That's a
out.
ball. Counts 1-0.
Swing, ground ball out to short. Boots it. You always want to set the tone early on in a game, but this is not the tone they were looking for. The two-out error puts some more pressure on this pitcher. Let's see how he responds. Jamison Kolkol in the box now. No balls and a strike. Out in front and foul to the left side. Isaac leads off of first with two away. Laser to third, but handled well. That ends the inning. Through an inning, no score here on the show. We're back here at the ballpark. Second inning set to start, and now the DH, Chris Robinson. This one is labeled. That's a base hit. Around first, hustling for two. Safe at second with a leadoff double. And now, Reggie Doughty.
Two, one.
Rolls away a little bit. Runner takes off for third. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third. Runner scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Barrett Burke. They've got the 3-run lead, but they won't keep it if they don't keep pitching well and aggressively too. Fouled off to the right. You may be wondering, just how does a player score a summons to the invitation-only draft combine? Well, eligible high school and college players are selected by a committee of MLB, USA Baseball, and MLB club scouting executives. 3 straight fastballs, and he gets caught looking at the third one? I have no idea what went wrong for him in that AB. Comer digs in now.
Ball one. 1-0.
That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Already 2 gone in the home half of the second inning. Base is empty with 2 out. Luis Chavez now at the plate. Bouncing ball here, rolls foul. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Way
No
too
ball, 2
cavalier an
strikes.
approach from this lineup. They seem to be swinging at everything. Two outs, base is empty. That one
Whoa, that's
misses.
upstairs.
1-2 the count. On 0-2, raise the hitter's eye level with the high fastball. We might see something low on this next pitch.
Ball
that
2.
misses. The count now 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 3 up and 3 down, inning over. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, no one left. We've played 2 innings, 3-0. One gone, runner at first. Now, Chris Robinson. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. A laser into the outfield. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 2 away now. And he was all over that heater, a grain or 2 lower on the ball, and it's still flying, and he's got to jog around the bases. All set for the bottom of the 3rd, and here at the plate, Cal Burke. Lifted in the air, right field. And there's 1 away. Ramirez, the next to hit. Close one, but doesn't get the call. Lifted in the air to left. Armas on the move.
I got it.
And hauls it in. That's out number 2. Cordova getting ready to hit. Love how he's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. Comes up empty, strike 2. He's really attacking the zone, so the hitter has to get more aggressive. However, he could counter with something that breaks. Struck out swinging. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1-2-3. So no runs on no hits, no errors, no one left. We move on to inning number 4, 3-0. Back here in the desert, and now Salomon Franco. While all of these prospects expect to be drafted, the personalized player report they receive, including evaluation data and tools for improvement, makes participation here a valuable experience no matter what happens in the future. Close, but called a ball. That was well spotted, but he couldn't get the call from the plate umpire. But he's handling it well, and he might get that call later. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. Out. 1 away on the drop, 3rd strike. Here's the catcher, Earl Isaac. In the air, along the left field line. And that is a foul ball. The 0-1. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. 1 out and the base is empty. Outside corner, got him looking, disbelief from the batter. And he just continues rolling out there, looking really confident on that 3-pitch K. And next, the cleanup hitter, Jamison Kolkel, 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 down and nobody aboard. That misses the zone. Now
1 ball,
1 and 2.
2 strikes, the count.
What a take with 2 strikes. That
2
one
balls,
not close.
2 strikes.
Got the batter swinging. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. They're set down 1-2-3. Back here at Chase Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. And now the DH, Barrett Burke. This one is in there, and it's 0-1. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And the leadoff hitter set down in the 5th. A lot of hitters will look out over the plate to the outer half with 2 strikes, and they're less able to react on a good fastball in. That might explain the batter taking strike 3 called here. Next to hit, Jim Comer.
All 1's the count.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. He's doing a good job of changing speeds. First the off-speed stuff, then the heat. Now the hitter's off balance. Righty comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Base is empty with 2 out. Chavez digs in now. Went down on strikes the first time through. He's shown some excellent command in this game, and that's helped drive his success, really putting the ball where he wants it to go. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. Soft contact in the air. Oh, gloves it. Through 5 now without allowing a hit. 3-0. Runner at first, and now it's going to be Chris Robinson. 1 for 2. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. And it's now first and second to start the inning. And now, Reggie Dowdy. Here's the 1-2 offering. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Fires to second for 1 and 2. What a play. The 3-6-1 relies on everyone knowing exactly where they're supposed to be, especially for the shortstop who has to be prepared to make the throw before the pitcher's even in position to receive it. Beautifully done there. Fouled off down the right side. Here comes the 0-1. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Now the left fielder, Elroy Ramirez.
Hey!
Fly ball out to left field. Armas settles underneath it. 1 away. Back to the top of the order here. And now, Emilio Cordova. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time. Runner at first, 1 away. He swings and fouls one off. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swings through that one out in front there. That slurve was beautiful. Great break, and he was able to get the swing and miss. Base hit. Lead runners around second, and they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single. Salomon Franco will hit next.
Hey! 0-1.
And pops it up.
I got it! I got it! You got it!
Makes the grab, 2 down. And here's the catcher, Earl Isaac. Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Might have a more aggressive approach this plate appearance. Swing and a miss, nice changeup. It's been a strong game on the mound for him, and one reason for that is how he's changing speed. And that's a strikeout looking, and that ends the inning. Another inning complete, but not before the no-hit bid comes to an end. 3-0. We're back, and a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Eric Costello, charged with hanging on to this lead. One away and a runner at first. Next is the designated hitter, Chris Robinson. That one is absolutely pummeled. It's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming around third. Scores with ease. Runner at second, one away. Now up, Reggie Dowdy. And the 3-1. And the runner takes off for third. And that's ball 4. Throw to third, he's out. Why on earth are you trying to steal third base there? The batter's either gonna walk or get a pitch he can do something with on a 3-ball count. That time, it would have been a clean walk, but by getting caught stealing, you've handed the momentum right back to the pitcher. Isaac in the box now takes strike 1. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the catcher, Earl Isaac. Line drive for a base hit. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Comes in to score. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2. Jamison Kolkel now at the plate. Winter is just 1 strike away. Sky to left, and this should do it. Ball game. Robinson with a respectable game both at the plate and on the mound. They'll take games like this from him pretty much every time out. He did his part for the team and then some. Welcome to Game 3 of the MLB Draft Combine. I'm Ben Gelman. One final opportunity before the draft for these prospects to show out in front of the scouts. We're just about ready to get started. And now the right fielder, Chris Robinson. Robinson competing here as a two-way player at the Combine, but it'll be interesting to see if that continues successfully as he gets to college or pro level. That's where we usually see a player like this. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. And that one hops the wall. Around first, hustling for two. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now. C.J. Bart, the next to hit. 2-2, and the pitch. De Jesus whips it to first. That's the first out. And excellent defensive play prevents a run from scoring on that one. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Fernando Ramirez. And the pitch. This one in the dirt, well done by the catcher to keep it close. The 2-2. Popped up. Telshaw. 2 away now. Two out and a runner in scoring position. And next, the cleanup hitter, Tomas Padilla. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a chopper out in front of home. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. End of one, and we're still scoreless. So digging in, Willie Campos. Sliced the other way, that's a base hit. That keeps the inning going. The lineup flips over. And now, Chris Robinson. Hit a leadoff double in the bottom of the first. This one ripped but snagged at third base. Didn't get the hit, but that swing tells you how well he's seeing the ball. Great contact, solid line drive. Just didn't work out that time. Now a fly ball to right center. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. It was a great throw for the out, but he was already in scoring position. Tagging up is probably too risky there. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning. At the plate, Chris Robinson. You have to feel for these youngsters and the pressure they must be feeling. Sure, the nerves may settle a bit after the first couple games, but they've still got the draft looming in the not-too-distant future. That's a base hit. Around first, hustling for two. In safely with a double, second of the day. C.J. Bart now at the plate. No outs and a runner on second. The pitch, runner breaking for third in the dirt. No throw, and he steals third easily. High fly ball to right field, Figueroa. And there's one down. Came away empty from an AB where he had a chance to do damage. Tough break. Runner at third, one away. Fernando Ramirez digs in now. The 0-1. Fly ball, right field. Brings it in for the out. Here comes the runner from third. Throw off line, runner scores. 1-0. That's just what they needed here. Good team approach to take the lead on the sac fly. We're back here at the ballpark, all set for the start of this inning, and now at the plate, Carlos Arrojo. In the air, right field. Fair ball! Around first and digging for second. Here comes the throw, and now the tying run is into scoring position. Next is the designated hitter, Willie Campos. 0-1, here's the pitch. Runner takes off for third. Next one's popped in the air into right, and there's 2 down.
Cut 4, cut 4.
Back here in the desert, bottom of the inning, now it's the right fielder, Chris Robinson. That one hammered but pulled foul. Hoping to put the tying run aboard. Here's a laser out to left. And there's 1 down. Disappointing outcome. You hit the ball that hard, you kind of expect to get a knock, and especially representing the tying run, that would have been huge. Tough break on that lineout. Left field getting pretty deep. And this ball is gone. Sends it out of here. It's 3-2. No quit in this team at all. They're still fighting. This isn't a pitcher who can overwhelm hitters with velocity, so hitting your spots is essential. Because if you miss, well, you... Huge spot here. Bottom of the 9th, down to their last out. On the ground, this should do it. Telshaw fires to first on the run, and that's the ball game. That concludes this year's MLB Draft Combine. It was a pleasure watching these young talents get a chance to showcase their skills and boost their draft stocks. I, for one, cannot wait to see what the future
With the 7th pick of the first round, the New York Mets select Chris Robinson, a two-way player from the Central Region.
All right, we're moving along here in the first round, and it's a high school player taken with this most recent pick. Harold, this is a young man that we saw at the MLB Draft Combine. He got a lot of people talking about him at that event. He was great.
Well, the Combine is the reason you go there, to raise your draft stock. He was outside the first round, but he did so well at the Combine, so many eyes on him, that it took him and propelled him now into the first round.
Now we hear signability issues connected to him for a while. He is committed to play college baseball at a terrific college baseball program. What do you think will happen here?
Well, he's always been a kid who aspires for the top, right? He wants to be that #1 overall pick, not just a first rounder. So maybe he goes to college to chase that carrot and see if he has a possibility to be the #1 pick overall. But either way, I think he's excited to be drafted today.
Yeah, that's a decision for another day. On this day, he's celebrating being a first-round pick.